Hi, my name's Aaron McDonald. I'm one of the members of the Scottish Youth Parliament for Cunningham South. I'm currently in my second term as I was elected in 2017 and re-elected in 2019.
Hi, my name's Emily Nix. I'm one of the MSYPs for Cunningham South and I've been in this role for 2 years.
Back in 2017 I was 15 and the schools just felt like they weren't getting enough investment and the community wasn't getting enough investment, so I took the decision to put my name in. I never thought I would get elected, but I was standing because I wanted a voice for other young people in the community.
I'd been doing youth work in North Ayrshire for quite a few years and I wanted to make a difference. I've seen a lot of issues that me and my friends were frustrated with in our education and mental health, and we just wanted to make a difference.
Being a MSYP in North Ayrshire really means having that say in decisions for local young people. We're very fortunate to be a child-centred council, so every decision-making process has young people in the heart of it, and being an MSYP is there to encourage other young people to get involved.
I think being an MSYP in North Ayrshire is just trying to be another channel for young people to get their voice heard. We've just launched our recent youth participation strategy, and we've taken that to Cabinet to make sure that they know all of the ways that they should be listening to young people, and I think a big part of it is just using your MSYPs to go to these places, because I know not every young person does want to go to a Cabinet meeting or work with councillors, but being an MSYP means that young people have somewhere to go to get those views into these places and to decision makers.
So when I first got elected, one of the big issues was mosquito devices. I wrote to the Rivergate shopping centre and campaigned to get them removed in local North Ayrshire premises, and then in my second term it's been things more national, so like the incorporation of the United Nations Convention on the Right of the Child into Scots law was really a big focus this term.
There's been lots of great ways that I've been able to get involved. Recently I know sexual assault and sexual harassment has been quite a worry on young people's minds, myself included, so we were able to get some work going around that and bring it to our joint cabinet, which brings the council and young people in schools together to talk about issues. So it was great to see young people getting a chance to talk about these issues, and that will not be the end of that work. There's going to be lots more. Currently working on an alcohol and drug education series, sort of trying to eliminate the stigma and make young people feel safer around that kind of issue. Lots of other stuff, like nationally I've been involved talking about being inclusive of trans and non-binary people when talking about period poverty, lots of mental health stuff and PSE reviews, so loads of different stuff across a whole range of issues, and that's one of the great things about being an MSYP. You don't just need to pick an issue and stick to it, you can work across everything that you're passionate about.
When I first started back in 2017 I was shy, I didn't really speak out a lot, but obviously now you can't shut me up really, so that's really the biggest change that's happened for me being an SYP.
Well, I've made some of the closest friends that I have through SYP, and they're just some of the most important people in my life, but also loads of confidence and communication skills and loads of opportunities that I definitely wouldn't have had if I hadn't been an MSYP. So there's loads of reasons to get involved for personally, beyond just social issues that you care about. My
highlight, there's kind of two. I first spoke in the Scottish Parliament in 2017 when I presented my first ever motion, and that was in the Scottish Parliament chamber, and then in 2019 I had the privilege of representing Scotland in a debate in the House of Commons, so that's been my really two fundamental and my highlights of my term, being able to speak in those two parliaments.
I guess one of my highlights would have to be speaking in the House of Commons. We had a campaign around tackling hate crime, so I was able to talk in favour of that motion and talk about what hate crime means in Scotland to an audience of UK young people, so it was great to be able to have that opportunity and stand in a place where so many important decisions have been made.
I would say do it, even though I'm standing for re-election. I would say do it. It's a great opportunity, and one of the proudest moments for me as an MSYP was in 2019 when we had 12 candidates in Cunningham South. I think it shows how well we've organised and we've done work if more young people stand.
Definitely go for it. If you're thinking about it but you're not sure, just put your name down and you can always take it out if you change your mind. You can ask me questions, come along to some sessions and find out what it's like to be an MSYP, but definitely go for it and just think about what your reasons for standing is, whether it's a personal reason like wanting to gain confidence or get more friends, or if it's an issue that you care about, just have a think about it and give it a go.